Yeah. I think it might. Oh, geez. I was muted this whole time. Oh, no. Nobody in there yet, so it's okay. Do we? Oh, I can always forget to look at the other section on the laptop there. Like, this is, at one point we were keeping this down there, which is easier for me to see, but turned like that's okay too. Each time we stream, we get a little more organized and a little more realize what we need to change or tweak or move or replace with a different type of cable or something I have to move out of the way so I'm not tripping over it. Okay, so this was getting, I think I dragged down some of the string from the rope into the bobbin area. So I'm going to take this thread off for a second and try and run it, get some of the fuzz out. To do it on a zigzag because the thing moves more. Oh, it's because I didn't mute it on my... I thought I was hearing it on my headphones for a second, but it was because I didn't mute it on my phone. And I gotta take these out if I want to wear the head. Another super cool. Put like little holes or something on your headphones where you can put your earrings. Can't wear funny earrings. Pardon? Okay, hopefully that. Why does it keep asking me this on my phone? Fine. It's distracting me, so now it's out of the way. Okay. It's back in. Fuzz right on the needle guide there. Okay, try this again. Where'd my end go? Okay, the twisted rope's always a little trickier to start off because there's so many loose ends on this end of the twisted rope. Make sure it's all tucked in. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna move this back over because I do want to see where I'm at. Okay, this should be good. Back to straight stitch. I almost did it the wrong way there. No, maybe I do want that closer. After I went through all that trying to move it back. C'est la vie. Left that a bit too long there, but that's okay. Tank tops rolling up and bugging with me. Poops McPlenty, what are you doing today? What did you get up to? Or anybody else that feels like commenting? Still kind of out of my routine and knowing what day it is and what time. And the Christmas craziness of the whole haze of sleeping a bit too much and eating lots of sugar and carbs. So I feel like I'm recovering. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of a zigzag going here and then change the thread over to the rainbow. Just the top thread though. Shiny rainbow, shimmery rainbow. Okay, flip it around. A little more on the inside, closer to the center with the zigzag. Okay, over here. Straight stitch to hold down. And now for the shiny thread. What should I call it? Maybe like disco thread. Shiny and shimmery. Colors of the rainbow, like a disco floor. Oh, I keep meaning to move my disco ball into this area. It'd be fun. But it would have to be lower, so it could be like in the shot. Okay. You can see it on the top camera better, but see it once it's on the thread, on the rope. And on the black, I think it's really going to pop too. We'll do a black one after we do this pink one. looking fun. Sparkle. I should get more of this and even more of this rope too. I'll wait till my other rope arrives and do a bit of a stock of supplies. Because this soft rope is much easier to make like a heart shape out of when I want to do heart-shaped bowls. And I think this with the shiny rope, shiny thread and the pink rope would be really cute for a heart-shaped bowl. Little token. You can fill it with little wrapped candies for Valentine's Day gift. Little love notes. A couple more times before I go up on the sides of the bowl. I hope the sound of the machine isn't too loud for anybody. I am trying to remember not to talk while I'm sewing, like actually have the sewing machine going. It's hard to hear, especially if I have music playing, which isn't on for you guys for this today. I'm going to stick to smaller bowls today, mainly because my wrist is sore and I don't have to hold it for as long in a certain position when they're smaller. So sort of help it heal a bit while still being able to sew. I don't know what I did to it. It's like a pain all the way down here from the finger down. But it is getting a bit better, so keep letting it heal while I adjust. I'm gonna hit the gas a little faster here, see how it does. With this, I sort of refrained from using the fast speed when I was using this thread yesterday, so we're gonna see how it holds up. But it gets louder. Oh, I think we ran out of bobbin. But that was a good little run, and nothing snagged, so that was great. See, isn't that kind of nice like that? What one do I switch if I want to make the other one bigger for a second?
Oh.
The overhead on the big one? Okay. Oh, it might still be a little tricky. Oops, this way. Although you can see the shimmer a bit there, yeah. Thank you, babe.
See the height volume up to.
Okay, I've got this darker pink. That's variegated, so I don't really want to use that one from the bottom out of anything. I've also got this pink I can spin. Oh, it's right there. I can spin that into more as well. Sorry about that one. I'll probably spin this while the metal is still on it. So we'll give that a try, see how it goes, because I think it matches better than the dark stuff. I'd rather use the darker hot pink for accenting it when it comes a little higher up on the walls and you can see it. Bobbin is what I'm looking for. I spend a lot of time looking for things that are right in front of me. Speaking normally as a sound check for the mic. think it's kind of normal. Just altering a few settings there to see how it does. Sometimes if I see it bulking a bit too much from the top or the bottom of the bobbin, I'll sort of slide my finger in to help it a bit. It's always a little bit tricky because sometimes you don't time it right and it turns out to be a mess. Okay, reload here. Pop it in. Pop the bobbin in. This off so it doesn't get tangled. It's still nice and tight. Now we gotta go in and pick up the pink. Bring it up before we get going. There we go. Now we can get back to it. I'm going to put a straight stitch in first to hold it in. Switch back to the zigzag. How much we got left? Got about push my chair. I've got about 5. We got like 10 feet left. I always use my arms outstretched as a measurement because it's 5 feet for most people, unless your torso's not sort of the average torso size in the world of measurements. Your arm length, wingspan is usually your same as your height. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people, including me. So it's a very convenient, even way to well, I guess it's an odd way, but it's 5 foot on the nose that I am. Depending on my posture, but I don't know if that affects my wingspan. Arm span, I mean. Okay, so we've got about 10 feet left. I could go around a couple more times. And then I'm going to change that bobbin out to the sparkly. So we have sort of a sparkly brim on the bowl. When you're using this very soft, pliable rope, they're actually harder, in my opinion, to make straight or like the equal sort of symmetrical sides. Whoa, I just about stabbed my husband with the scissors by accident. Pardon me. Because you have to be really light with how you're holding it, kind of like cradling it like an egg almost, like kind of soft, like letting it go and let the feed dogs under here, let it turn while still keeping it in position without really hanging on to it and pushing it. That's when you run into trouble and it won't be equal. You can have more of a grip on it, like, and move your whole hand as opposed to just letting it sit there when you have the firmer rope. So you kind of just got to get a feel for it. I'll usually make a few small things whenever I get any. I'll usually practice making a few small things with when I get new rope and it's quite soft, just to sort of see how it feels and how it molds and plays on the machine. Did you mean talk while I'm sewing? Okay. Just talk This is like a very rough measurement of rounds I've got left. A couple more times around and then we'll change it. I can probably figure that out. Change. Sorry, I just sort of answered my own question, I thought. Yeah, I think now's about a good time. So we'll take this off and change up the thread. Just the bottom. So I think I'm going to keep an eye on this metallic rainbow thread for sure and see, like, pardon me, what stays. It's like watch for when it goes on sale. It'd be nice to get it. More rolls of it. I don't think I saw any like this with the larger spools. I like it when they come in larger spool because you usually save a little money going up a size. Okay, we'll go pick you up for the party. And then hit the road, Jack. Oh, did we? Oh, it already broke. Well, that was short-lived. It could be anything that causes that. Could be the tension, could be I have a little bit of fuzz or fiber inside the machine and it got stuck in there. Or the spool, when it was winding itself out for me, it got snagged and the stuff breaks a lot more easily than the other kind of thread, which is kind of why I've avoided using it for so long. But it's pretty cute and has that nice shimmery effect when you put it on certain things. Okay, there we go. Got it back. This way. There we go. It's working better now. Okay, let's see. Ah, broke again. Did it? Oh, no, it didn't. I thought it did, but it did not. Oh, no, it did. It's the bobbin that broke this time. It's the bobbin this time. So maybe I have to turn the tension down a little bit. I might give that a try. Oh, no, it's actually like tangled, snagged on the bobbin in here. I can see it. So that is why. Let's see if I can. Fix that so we don't have another issue, at least till the end when the bobbin's going to run out. There we go, that's better. It's a bit looser now. hopefully we can get through the brim, won't break too much. Knock on wood. What happened there? Just oh, we're really not having a lot of luck with this thread right now. I saw it flip off here, this bit right in the middle of sewing it. And I also realized I forgot to put the tension down. Might have to spin a new bobbin. Okay. Oh, that seems better. But seems might not be is. Stuck there. Pop it in again. This way. And fix the situation up here as well. Oh, it could be also because I'm going to put it here and see if this works better for feeding through. When it is threaded on this, when it's spun on the spool where it crosses like this, you are supposed to sort of have it often on a larger feeder. I think sometimes I mix them up, so hopefully I've got it right this time. I might look it up. I mean, I've been sewing for ages, but yet sometimes these things I just sort of all of a sudden forget. Threading. No, not threading. Spool. For vertical or straight wound, horizontal, cross wound. So yeah, so vertical for straight wound. So there, so on this piece here that I put it on, this, and horizontal for cross wound. So this is how this one's supposed to be, which is probably why it was skipping up here. Did do it originally like that the other day when I first started using it, and it kept snagging. So I thought I had it backwards, but we'll see. See how it goes. Okay. That hopefully that putting it down there will remedy the situation. I get brain fog quite a lot, and I don't know, I feel like that definitely contributes to all of a sudden, like, I'll just forget something that I've always known and be like, what was the way I do this? If it's just been a little while since I've done it. I don't think that brain fog helps anyway, whether it's migraine induced or the fact that I'm over 40. You ladies know what I mean. Oh, gotta love Perry, right? That's all I'm gonna say about that. Wanted to do more of a solid colored brim with closer zigzags, but kind of reluctant based on the fact that it might break more and snag more. I might just finish this up and just add some more, see if I can do it for all the focus story things I do with it instead. Slightly less. chance of it messing up that way. Okay, up and go to 1 and 6. Straight stitch. One over here. We'll go over here. Try up here. Babe, can we just set it up so that there's like a karaoke square somewhere else on the screen of just like the music I'm playing that I'm allowed to play, and I just like sing karaoke while I'm doing it? What's that? I don't want a sticker, and I mean, if I knew what it said and it was cool, I would use that sticker, but I don't want the cooking machine model thing. Please take it off. I don't think they can see it because my machine's not close enough, not pushed out far enough to see that part. Just trying to put stickers I don't want on my machine, And tell them to get out of here. Get out of here. But don't go too far because I'm a tech guy. Oh wow, these don't, that didn't play well on that side, did it? The other ones are okay. I'm gonna have to go back over that one. I'm confused. I feel like, I don't know why this is different than that screen.
This is OBS. This is program.
Like the timing will be different, the delay will be different. Shouldn't I see the same thing on this screen and this screen?
This is paused.
Okay, well that wasn't on purpose and I didn't know it was paused. I'm so good at this. Glittery thread all over me. Oh yeah, it is kind of bunching. This might not look amazing once I take it off with these dots, so we're gonna forge ahead and hope it works out. Okay, I might as well make this one a little bit more thicker. Okay, so we're gonna take it off. Start snipping our jump stitches. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tangled mess where all these colored blocks are. So it's always good when they've done this on your cheaper rope. When you're trying new stuff, using expensive supplies, and it doesn't work out, it's a little bit sadder. I mean, I'm not worried. We can still rescue the bowl. I might just go over it very lightly with some complementary colored stitches to hold some of the other threads down after I trim them a bit. Give you guys a closer look in the camera once I get these snipped. Got these ones. Just pull that thread. Just trying to tighten the zigzag a bit and see if some of the loose threads will come through. Okay. Stand up for a second. Okay, so I'm going to do a light stitch over these squares to hold down the threads with my pink. Not a dark, thick zigzag, just a light little straight stitch. So you can still see the metallic. Mind you, it might work just to use, if I'm doing a straight stitch, I could probably still use the rainbow thread. I'm going to see if that works before going with the pink. Let's try it. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and pick this up. Pardon? It doesn't say it there, so I'm not sure what that's about. So then how do I know? Is there a way in Twitch when I'm looking at my stream manager where I can go to look for that? Oh, but it doesn't tell me. But it's not supposed to tell me, does it? That's what I'm just asking. Oh, gotcha, okay. Still figuring it out. Streaming on YouTube too, so we use another thing to sort of do both streams. And I'm still trying to keep it all straight. Okay, so we're gonna go over these all with just a straight, which means I'm gonna make a whole bunch more jump stitches too. I'll just do most of this by hand, turning it. Just to avoid it from snagging. I love the way like metallics and sequins and all those kinds of things that are shiny look. They're not my favorite materials to use because they are difficult. They're very finicky. But we'll start small, like this exact sort of thing with a little thread on a medium I'm used to with the rope. Props goes out to all the people that do like clothing, lingerie, costumes, all that kind of stuff that's very glitzy and has stretch and metallic and synthetic and very like tons of different synthetic type materials all in one garment. And yeah, it would just be, you'd need a lot of patience to work with that stuff. When I get there, this is the baby step towards that. Go over to this guy. Oh, really? Oh, it's not helping. It's just getting stuck more on the bottom. Should have looked after the first one. Well, this is sewing life. See? So I gotta switch my tactic here, what I'm doing. So I think, not sure what it's going to be at this point. We'll see. I'm gonna cut all this all first and then decide. I mean, I gotta salvage it, but whether probably not going to sell this, that's for sure. But it could be something that I make look halfway decent and then give as a gift. C'est la vie, them's the breaks. Oh, this stuff really scatters like sparkly confetti when you snip it. Hopefully not too many of these bits are getting into my machine. As I'm brushing it off above my machine. Oh, see, glittery shrapnel everywhere. They're already cut. Okay. Take this out and go on to a different kind of thread. Quit while we're ahead. Well, or I don't know if we're actually ahead, but quit while we haven't done too much damage. Was that on camera?
Yeah.
Oh well. Take out my medicine. It's head medicine. Time is it? Oh, it's way past 4:20. Okay. I think that caffeine earlier was definitely not helpful. Me with my headaches and migraines, it's like sometimes the caffeine helps and sometimes it's a trigger and it's I don't feel like it's triggered on a whole migraine, but it definitely didn't help the headache. I still trying to figure it out. Here is that up for a second. Okay. I think I'm going to leave this as it is. Okay, well, thank you, spam bot. But I gotta change the settings on Twitch so it's like must be following to comment in the chat so that I get less spam bots. Okay, so this is our little creation and experiment with the that we are working on our lighting here. It's just a work in progress, but we'll get there. This upper camera is a little bit easier. There we go. Okay. So instead of working on the black rope with the rainbow thread, I think I'll shift gears and go over to this jute twine and rope combo. There are two pieces here. I'm not sure. They're pretty small, but we'll see what I get out of them. Maybe just shoot for a coaster or a very small trinket, little tiny trinket palm bowl. And we'll use white for this, which I've got in my bobbin. It's cotton because I don't have the larger spool of white at the moment. There we go. Up the bobbin. Just give me a bit of some room on that side. Shift it back. Okay, so fiddlehead starter going. It's very thin. It's probably like very squishy, like maybe 3mm. I don't know. It's probably smaller. So I think this is 3mm or 4. But it's just a lot squishier, so it feels narrower when you go to twist it together and add any pressure on it. So it's a little tighter here. Okay, that's probably good. Sort of like, I guess the smallest I'll usually go for the fiddlehead starter is like loony or toony size. Oh, maybe that's, what is that, in like poker chip size? Or a silver dollar, US coins. Turn. Okay, snip these threads. I'll run over them with my machine. Pardon me. Didn't get us a lot. Very little. But I think I'm just going to add the other piece to it. It'll be a coaster. And I'm going to keep my eye out for this. I'm going to ask, I don't know if it was my sister or niece-in-law. Does that make sense? My nephew's wife who used this toy. Ask them where they got it. This braided rope, this twisted rope. Well, this is braided rope, but it's very loosely braided. It's a little bit tricky to start on this thing like this. We're gonna use very tight zigzag right away to try and attach it. There we go. Just to kind of get it going. I think we've got it. There's a bit of loose ends there, but that's okay. We can fix that. And we'll cover it up with the rope when we go back around. Go over here for a second. not as wide. Show the other rope in there better. Trim these before we get over here. I might save this piece and have it be the start off piece for like a larger piece I want to make. I kind of want to have an ongoing piece that's a little bit like, how do I, like just really sporadic and like just making things with stuff I find and then seeing how I can make it all come together into a larger piece. And when I mean, I don't necessarily mean a vessel. It might make it into something more ornamental. That would be sort of hang on a wall by sewing various pieces together into a picture or just into a sort of sculptural type thing. And just sort of be pretty loose with it so I can just sort of go with the flow and make it up as I go along and just try things. So this little sort of coaster I think might be the first thing for that project. And you just sort of see it grow over time. Almost at the end here. Hey. Okay, so it's pretty good coaster size. Sort of like the exact size you'd want on a coaster. So if I can find more like it, I can make coasters out of it. But for right now, it's going into that little thing. I could technically add this guy to it too, the one we made yesterday with the glitzier thread. Who knows? But for right now, they'll just sort of sit nearby. And they'll just sort of be an ongoing thing we add to. Okay, move that over there. Okay, what are we doing next? Should we finish these? This bag right here. Oh, I don't know if it's actually going to be a bag. I was thinking maybe I'd make them into. This is cotton, so it could be trivets. Don't like to use polyester because if they get too hot, it could melt. It's polyester. Poly is plastic. So many of our clothing is made out of. And we've got white thread in there, so this is the perfect thing to use. So we're going to continue on. This was from quite a few streams ago. I started this with this sort of two-tone thread with the white and the black twisted. We did it with blue and white as well. And I want to order red and white for next Christmas because I think it'd be super cute to make like little peppermint kind of like patty kind of posters. So we'll go on. Let's do this. Oh, we're in a straight stitch. Push things up here. Some sip of my tea. I've shown you guys this mug before, but it's my favorite. It's made locally by an artist here. You want to check them out? Nope. There we go. That's better focus. It's by Rose Hill Pottery. She's on Instagram and Facebook. I'm pretty sure has her own website too, so an online shop. So check her out. Cool stuff. That's a big sigh after drinking. It's really lovely ginger tea, though. I got that locally too at a farmer's market. Can't remember their name. I'll have to make sure I get a card. So I don't have the packaging for the tea anymore. So yeah. Bum, 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 bum. So when get this machine sewing. No snacks. Just make up my own sewing songs as I sew. I should do that. I should make cute little songs up. And I can practice them on my guitar and perform them for you. Be sewing related, so it can work. Those streams would be labeled Shortgirl Strummin' or Shortgirl Singing if I'm singing. If you're talking to me, babe, you gotta come closer so I know and I can actually hear you. Since I got my earmuffs on. Earmuffs. I can't say earmuffs and not think of gymnastics because I coached for years. I only, pretty much right up until I first started at 13 as a coach in training. At least part-time up until just a couple years ago. I stopped sort of in the middle of the pandemic. And whenever I say earmuffs, I always think of this because that was how I would get the kids to make sure they weren't doing things with bent arms, especially if they need to go upside down. They have to put their earmuffs on, cover their ears with their biceps. Earmuffs. So if you're a coach out there where you need anything, their arms to be up here, it would work for diving, dancing, all sorts of things. You can use that. You can use that hot tip, hot coaching tip. Okay, I'm gonna hit the gas here and see how fast I can drive this baby. Hopefully it's not. I'm gonna go slower, mainly because I don't want to hear that noise. I even got the headphones on and it's still a little loud. Them's the brakes when you want to use the heavy-duty sewing machine. So powerful. You take the wear and tear of going through the rope and harder things more easily. Okay, one more time around and then we're going to make some little sides on that. And just do like a little shallow sort of golden tray kind of deal. Up now. Curious to see. Oh. Sometimes I think when I go too fast, some of my knobs wiggle a little bit. Could be wrong, or else I'm just changing them too quickly and not looking. I want to keep an eye on it. They really shouldn't. And if they are, I need to get that fixed. So I'm kind of looking over there with my eyes. It's not going anywhere, so it's probably just me moving it. Well, actually, no, I wasn't going at high enough speed there. We're going to try it high again, guys. High speed! Oh, it does wobble a little bit. Yeah, it's not just me. It is the... Okay, so I might mention that when I go to get my maintenance on my machine this year. Okay, just unrolling myself some more rope. I did a little fiddlehead starter on the other end of this rope. I'm not sure if we'll turn it into anything or if we'll just need this whole one, but we'll see. My extender here is just like going crazy. How high do I want to make these walls? I think I'm actually going to take this off and see how far I can get with the other starter and try and make 2 equal size bowls if I can get that out of this rope. We'll see. I'll do at least the base on the other end. So I'm grabbing the other end. Up there. And we'll see where they'll meet. How much do we have? I'll measure a little bit. So 5, 10, 15. So we've got like 20 feet left. And I didn't, I think we can do it. I think we can get this size of bowl on the other side of the rope. We'll see. And then we'll pick out what kind of fabric I want to put on it. Maybe pick it out, but sew it on later on. And just have a day of putting fabric on different pieces. That's going to be my plan. My goal for consistency is my resolution, that word, sort of in all walks of things I want to do for work, self-care, staying active. So streaming consistency, I would like to do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. The exact time I'm still playing with. And I also know I need to have flexibility there sometimes based on how I'm feeling. Because I am someone with a brain injury since my concussions, I do have to pace a lot when I do things. So if I don't get enough sleep or I'm getting triggered from something else, whether it's stress or weather changes or I ate a bag of M&Ms, too much sugar, or I might have to delay it for an hour or 2 or do it in the afternoon or evening instead of in the morning. So I am still playing with the time, but my main goal is to try and do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday at a minimum. If I sneak other streams in there, whether it's 2 in one day or on the in-between days or on the weekend, great. That's gravy. But Monday, Wednesday, Fridays is my goal. I say it out loud, let people know, then I got to be more accountable, right? You guys can keep me accountable. If you guys have any resolutions or things you want help with or accountability, comment in the chat. We'll try and help each other, keep each other motivated. I use the Twitch community and YouTube community, basically the chat community, to be consistent. So I'm going to pull this up so I remember to compare the base sizing. It's quite squishy rope, so I don't want to solely rely on counting rope lengths, or else I just hold it up to the measurement on that as a guide. Like this is the top, so from one base here, so it comes there, so it's like 4 inches base. And right now we're at, I don't want to pull it off, so I'm not going to take it off. I'll just use this. Well, we're at 3.5, so we got another half inch to go. Do you guys like my braids? I think the last time I had braids in was when I dressed up as Wednesday. I want to wear different costumes, and I want to sew a Halloween costume this year, like legit sew it. I did sew a Halloween costume this past, or 2025. It was just a hat, so I didn't really sew the rest of the costume, but I did make a cool witch hat, which I think I'm going to do in October for my Halloween themey stuff that I'll do for sewing projects. So you guys can watch me make a witch hat. help me pick out fabrics for it. It was sort of non-traditional witch hat because it was very bright colors. Totally sure how many more times around that was. Maybe almost 1. Yeah, I knew it was getting pretty close. So now it's at 4. I still, what was that, babe? Oh, we're past 6. Whoops. Well, I'm going to keep going and finish these items that I have on the machine, which won't be too much longer. So it's slightly over 4. It was a rough measurement I did before, so let's make it slightly bigger. I hold it towards my machine's base part here. Oh, I guess it would be better. Is that better? Okay, the more I hold it closer to here while sewing, the straighter these sides right here will be. Which I've said in the past is why I took my casing off here. It came out really far down here and I could only hold it up there. And that extra little bit really helps get those sides straight. And it was covering with my height, or anybody really, like it was covering me being able to see where the needle goes into the rope, which is a no-no. If you want to see what you're doing, you gotta have it really crunched down. There's a style design choice I don't understand for this machine. And I see lots of other people using this exact machine online. They have all the casing on, but I guess they're just, I don't know, they can see it. Maybe my height is part of the reason, I don't know. I did go up too soon. I can already tell it's a bit smaller, but that's okay. I can always make it slightly higher with a smaller base. And this is getting all twisted, so we'll untwist it a bit. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. I think this would be fun to use like in Halloween too, with like a Beetlejuice vibe. Kind of some lime green and purple type fabric on the base, and a different thread throughout. Ooh, it's getting loud. We do for. I should probably take more of the pieces off in the base. And my faceplate of bobbin casing. Better dusting out and oil it. That'll make it less noisy as well. Oh, you know what it was? That when it got louder there for a minute though? It was the bobbin. So I think just for experiment's sake, I'm going to put this black in the bottom and see how that looks on the outside, on the brim of both these bowls. Yes, it's because I'm lazy and I don't want to spin another bobbin, but also sometimes that's how you find out something looks okay, when you just sort of switch your mind all of a sudden and look, it ends up as a happy accident. That's happened with a few things when I'm like, I didn't know if it would work, but I used it anyway. And I'm like, oh, that looks great. I could have just done that in the first place. And I can always turn the bowl inside out if I want the black to be on the inside brim instead. Oh, I do like the black too. I already see it on the edge here. So I'll go around. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. We're cutting the rope. Where's my scissors? Here they are. Cutting it right here. And this is, now they're just gonna be whatever they're gonna be because that's the only bit I have left of this rope. Until we order more. I'm just hesitant to order lots because I really want to work with it and see what it's like first. From a budgeting point of view. We'll do wider zigzag. Oh, that motion there, squeezing, that doesn't feel good on my hands. So let's avoid that motion. And we'll go finish up the other bowl. This, yeah, I went up, because I put it up gradually and then went up, it sort of did more slope as a bowl shape. Whereas this one, I think, is more of a tray shape with a straighter side. It's kind of what I say is the difference between a tray or a bowl. This is just a little tray. Okay, so we're gonna put this one in. We'll have a quick peek through a bit of fabric and then probably say goodbye. We will say goodbye because I need to go have dinner. Pardon? Okay, I'm just gonna, give me like four more minutes. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Just make you a little cross-eyed while sewing this rope. It is something my eyes naturally just want to always do. That's why I first needed glasses when I was little. And since my head injuries, I tend to go cross-eyed too. They said when I came to, my eyes were cross-eyed. The first one anyway. Oh, oh no, that's not further down. I thought I bumped it up there. Just felt loose there for a second, like I might have gotten a bird's nest or had the presser foot up. Okay, so it's a troll, a mix between a tray and a bowl, almost straight sides. Slightly different shapes, but same-ish amount of rope, maybe by like, this maybe has about like 6 inches or so of rope more, 6 to 10 on this one. So it's sort of slightly higher, but it also has a narrower base, so it could be pretty equal. But you see how they look sort of different in their shape. So there, and it gives you an idea of how it looks different. Holding them like that. Yeah, so we will put little bits of fabric down here and see. I'm just going to pull out a little bit, some options off camera here. Oh, I don't need this on my neck anymore. They got to be pieces that are big enough to make a circle that would fit. Ooh, the sushi's kind of fun. That could work inside the smaller bowl for a smaller circle. So we might do that. Can pre-cut those before we do it. It's not going to be quite big enough for that bowl, so we might choose a different one for that one. I have some music, but I feel like I would have to quilt. I would have to maybe just make a larger piece out of these two pieces to put on it, which we could do because, yeah, maybe we'll do that because I'm going to quilt stitch over it too. So it could just not going to be a big deal. And it'll be like, yeah, we'll try that. We'll try that, but it's still a maybe. I'm going to actually look at my options a little bit more. Maybe one of the, or we could just cut out. Oh no, those are, I have lots of thinner strips from cutoffs when we were doing leashes. Whoa. Let's go back. Pick that up. I don't like it when stuff touches the ground in our house because dogs. Because dogs. That's it. Just dogs. Oh, that's Christmas. I got to add that to the Christmas box. We've also got this, which is pretty fun, but it's like Day of the Dead. Sugar Scully kind of fabric. That's fun. We've got a bit here we can use as a cutoff. So maybe we'll work with that. So yeah, I think we'll go this route instead of the musics. Because I could use those strips for the border of a hot pad or something as well if I'm making a fabric hot pad. So I'm going to cut off a piece that we'll use for this. And I will prep it and cut it the exact shape tomorrow or tonight so it's ready for sewing later on. Oops, drawer. Okay. Oh, maybe I should pick fabric piece to put in this one. But I'm also, no, I'm going to do what I said before about that little project and save those rounds with that thin rope. Okay, so this is what we're going to do later. Later is in a different day. Okay. So about an hour and a half, 1:34. Not my shortest stream, not my longest stream. Wait, it might be my shortest. I can't remember. Oh no, I did like an hour when I first started. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll see you again soon. Monday for absolutely sure. Possibly sooner. Depends what the weekend holds. Bye, guys.